That's what makes it hard on a wicket like this against spin at times, particularly as a right-hander to a left-arm finger spinner. A couple of balls spin, a couple skid through, and this is an example from the other night. The ball spinning big. That was the one that Chapman got from Theekshana. It's an absolute beauty. But New Zealand got the ball in the hand and just continued to go wide and say, you want access to short side, you've got to go against the angle and the turn.
Yeah, well hit. And because the man has to be in, because of the size of that boundary, I think it's Phil Salt out there. He's about 15, 20 yards in from the boundary. So this is one bounce full, but way over Salt's head.
That's an acceptable boundary for England, because your fielders are in hunting at catch, hunting it down to try and cut down twos. So you understand that every now and then that kind of shot will happen, and you accept that as a captain, as a team. What's happened now? Harry Brook has gone across to cover. Mid-wicket's open.
Mid-wicket is open, and mid-wicket is exactly where Mark Chapman goes. So this is a good end to the over for New Zealand. Consecutive fours, 116 for 3.
And that's where your left-hand, right-hand combination.
Rohan and I broke up. Rohan broke up? 5 minutes में बाइक तो कार go free यार rapido.
जी अजीज साहब से बात कराएंगे।
जी कौन?
नवाबुद्दीन सैफुद्दीन रहमान रिजवी, दिल्ली से।
जेब में कलम रखने से शायर नहीं बनोगे, कलम जख्मों पे रखनी पड़ती है। ये है हमारी बेटी।
बब्बा से इतनी दोस्ती मत।
For New Zealand, with Phillips immediately finding his touch, and Chapman the same. Key part of the game. Middle phase with the spinners on and trying to squeeze. Left-hand, right-hand combination working for New Zealand. Will Jacks.
There's been a lot of talk around the last couple of games of why Daryl Mitchell doesn't bat higher up the order. Got the ability to play all around the ground, manage situations, but this is the reason, the left and right hand. Chapman is able to then be ultra aggressive against Dawson. You'd expect Phillips to be more the aggressor against a finger spin of Jacks.
It's your worst nightmare. A short boundary, one side, and a left-hand, right-hand combination. This will be a good test. I thought Santner was brilliant. Not only his skills with bat and ball, but his captaincy the other night. And this will be a test for Harry Brook's captaincy. He's pretty new to the job, but as shorter boundaries you can see there, 63, 75, but also left-hand, right-hand.
Yeah, that Santner-McConkey combination the other evening when New Zealand were 86 for 6 in a real hole. They took 2 or 3 overs just to reset, and then the last 4 overs they took 70. It was a brilliant partnership. Got New Zealand up to a score that in the end was more than enough.
And this is another brilliant partnership so far. I know it's only 23 from 14, but often on slow surfaces like this, you just pray that you get a wicket at times because you can squeeze a new batter. You can make it so difficult for a player walking to the crease to get off strike to then build the partnership. But Mark Chapman's played a brilliant role so far. Phillips was ultra aggressive at the start. Now Chapman has raced to 14 off 7. It'll be wide. And that just takes the pressure off Glenn Phillips as well, because he doesn't stand at the other end going, there's only scoring coming from my end. I have to overhit the ball. Now, if you do lose a wicket, you can...
वालेकुम सलाम। बड़ा टाइम लग गया कॉल करने में बता। अच्छा क्या बोले दादा? क्या तुमने क्यों करे पार्लर? अच्छा ठीक है, बस बोलता ना हाँ ठीक, जाओ जाओ। ठीक है जाओ बेटा। अल्लाह हाफिज। हाँ जाओ जाओ। जल्दी आना ठीक है। कहाँ पे जा रहे हो? ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है। अल्लाह हाफिज। तो जाओ तुम जाए आगे। आज क्या है? हाँ तो मम्मी ने कहा तुम आगे कर दिया। तुम मत कहाँ पे आगे कर दिया? वहाँ पे मम्मी की बोली नहीं। अरे तेरी फिर मम्मी बोली, मम्मी खोजी तेरे को किधर। हाँ ठीक है। अल्लाह हाफिज।
So cover me. Pressure.
लोग कहते हैं गैस किट्स बाहर महंगे बिकते हैं, मैंने कभी एक्सपोर्ट नहीं किया, कहाँ से शुरू करूँ?
सबसे पहले TGFT पोर्टल से इम्पोर्टर एक्सपोर्टर कोड लीजिए। लार्ज मैन्युफैक्चरर्स के बजाय मेंटेनेंस कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स जैसे रिपीट बायर्स को टारगेट कीजिए। मैं एक फुल एक्सपोर्ट वर्कफ्लो बना दूँ।
Phase of death bowling. You see there, the shorter you bowl, the strike rate drops down, even for the spinner. And as you get towards death bowling, it's something captains will have to decide on this surface. Whether they try to go Yorkers or use the pitch and bowl it a little bit shorter.
Okay, let's go back in time to 2021 and a magic moment. Tops it away, over the leg side, and what a way that is to bring up your first international T20 100. All England supporters would dearly love Joss Butler to find some of that form tonight. 101 in that game at Sharjah 5 years ago. Adil Rashid now to bowl the 15th. He's bowled it beautifully, hasn't he? He is such a good bowler. Bowls it slow, invitingly slow, but there's very few get a handle on him.
Oh, and drinks again. The value of drinks and just stopping an innings in its flow. That partnership was building nicely. We were talking about how well they were playing almost risk-free cricket. You bowl your best bowler after the break, and he'll get you a wicket, completely bamboozling Chapman. Chapman probably thought he was going to bowl a lot of wrong-uns to him, being the left-hander. It was the leg break. Chapman played nicely for 15, 123 for 4.
कुछ चीजें ना खेल खेल में सीखो। कंटेंट बनाना हो, डेटा समझना या फिर काम ऑटोमेट करना, सब कुछ सीखो outskill.com पर। 25+ AI टूल्स के साथ बिना कोडिंग के, और वो भी बिल्कुल फ्री। तो जीतो ताकते खेलो और जीतो ढेर सारे इनाम। outskill.com पर सीखो AI, करियर से बनाओ अपना नाम. Outskill.com presents Cheeto Dandanadan.
Second wicket stopped this evening, and now Darryl Mitchell joins Glenn Phillips. So two right-handers now. England have managed to cut apart that left-right combination.
Watch for the wrong and first up here. So often a leg spinner will bring the slip into play and then try and slip a googly through first one. He's deceived there, Mark Chapman. Like you said, run down expecting a wrong it. Didn't pick it. Didn't get anywhere near it. As simple as they come for Joss Butler.
He was looking to sweep there, and that one might have just been pushed out of the front of the hand. Nobody in this tournament has bowled more slowly than Adil Rashid. It takes a lot of courage to do that as well. He got whacked for an enormous 6 in the first over that he bowled. Still has the courage to float it up there, even when the batsmen do occasionally collar him. Phillips is definitely picking him though. He plonked to Googly for 6 earlier on, reads him out of the hand and tries to stay back to Rashid, unlike the two that were beaten tonight, looking to charge and beaten in the flight and stumped. Phillips does it differently. He looks to hang back and play it off the pitch like that. Yep, just a bit of Graham Creamer there for the slowest spinner on show in this tournament. There's the googly. Mitchell picked it but couldn't connect. Wonderful over from Adil Rashid, 125 for 4.
जेंजी चिल करता है, जेंजी डांस करता है, लेकिन जेंजी चीखता भी है. जेंजी का भी सर दर्द होता है, बट तुम्हें पता है बेटा जेंजी, balm is the only solution. So keep calm and apply the balm. तो जी बच्चों, लगा लो जी. यानी संडू, pain vet A to Z. संडू balm, पीड़ा भरी बाम. जेंजियों की पीड़ा को झट से दूर करे. संडू balm. आपका दूसरा. अब क्या है?
हेलो हेलो, वालेकुम सलाम बेटा. आ गए तो कहाँ जा रहे हो? हाँ 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 हाँ, तो वहाँ पे मौका है दबाने का. दबाने का मौका मिलेगा. दबाने का मौका मिलेगा. हाँ ठीक है, चलो कल आ रहे कॉलेज ना. आ जाओ. ठीक है, चलो अल्लाह हाफिज़. बाबू तुम शाम में नहीं आए आज, क्या है? हाँ हाँ, खाना खाओगे नहीं खाओगे? बना है खाना? हाँ। अच्छा।